Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Finds a crease. It's Owens. There he goes. Inside the 50. Past the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Quick give. It's Davison. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Looking for a crease. It's Hill. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Dante Moore. Look out. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Moore trying to get everyone And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was...
learning a whole new style of play from the other team. So I don't think it's that really like that much of a question mark.
Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Holland, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Tommy Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys?
Holly, thank you. And the Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Owens. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Texas A&M going up tempo. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Gives him the big stiff arm. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Quarterback changing the play. Trying to squeak through the pile. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space, and I love the way, Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense. And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for space, it's Morrow. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on third down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on fourth?
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here's more to throw. Fires downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? Put a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Buying time to his right. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes the grab deep. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6. He'll try to tack on one more. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
To the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Aggies moving quickly to the line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank the...
Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Moore moves to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Moore to the air. They're all over him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Throwing Moore. Working the middle. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as a result, the defense gets the INT.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Hands it off on the counter. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Out wide right, it's Riley. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Throwing Reed. Fires to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Owens. He's got the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Takes a handoff. It's Morrow. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here's Reed to throw. Under pressure.
Oh.
Hit hard as he runs that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on second down. Finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Now here's Reed. Unleashes to the end zone.
He caught it. He caught it. He fucking caught it.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap on. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas A&M Aggies.
Whoa.
Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Coach Ryan Day told me before the game, this is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Sayed. Shoots it to the left. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Here's Julian Sayed to throw. Unloads to the right. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Lined up in the gun on third down. Sayed.
Yeah.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start.
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Will kick off first, and here we go. With a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. The ground, it's Owens. Fights off a defender. Oh, he's got some space. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Extending the play. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Right at the line. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Reed. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. On the move.
Oh.
He's got it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but his defense forces a 4th down. Fourth down, Reed. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right.
Got enough space, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what.
Look at that toughness just running through everybody. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Arch is going to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense in press coverage. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Wingo. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first. As A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Hits inside, it's Smothers. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28th.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up to get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
No.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's Arch to throw.
Whoa.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Turning it on. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggie.
What's he doing over there?
They'll try to add
I
another
never
to
had
their
them
lead.
frozen.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So
we don't get
I know
chance.
offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25.
I've been watching first save.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked
shit, she
down,
cool.
but what a play to come
Working
up
out.
with the
She be working out a
interception.
lot because she trying to get ready for her birthday. September 8th.
The Texas
3
A&M
weeks before now.
offense is back on the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking for space. It's Owens. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen,
why you think I'm a OU?
They get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
I made you a bit.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Now here's Reed. Rushes on. Breaks the tackle. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Now on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Owens. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it.
Oh, that's your radio.
Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Reed. He'll take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They go play action with Manning. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Slings it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far, whether it's been pass pro, bad routes.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this 1st half closes.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The corners are walked up tight. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just...
Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab in the end zone for 6. and the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing Reed. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Reed. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Trying to make